The Midnight Express raced through the rain. Its wheels kept a steady rhythm in the dark. Inside, the train was full of luxury and secrets. That night, one of its famous passengers was about to reach a very final and unexpected destination. The first sign that something was wrong was silence. A steward making his morning rounds with tea knocked on the door of compartment 7B. "Your Grace? Your tea?" No reply. He knocked again, louder. Still, only the sound of the train on the tracks. Using his master key, he slowly opened the door. The Duke of Alistair lay in his bed, a book on his chest, eyes closed. He looked peaceful, almost asleep. But as the steward moved closer, he saw the Duke was perfectly still. The air felt cold. The door was locked from the inside. The window was sealed. No struggle, no marks, no mess. So, how does someone kill a man in a room that's locked tight? At the next station, the train screeched to a halt to pick up Inspector Davies. He wasn't much to look at, but his mind was sharp. With one glance around compartment 7B, he took stock. "Locked from the inside," he murmured, eyes tracing every detail. The Duke's watch remained on his wrist. A thick wallet sat on the nightstand. Not a robbery. The train's doctor, a nervous man named Aris, cleared his throat. "No marks, Inspector. No wounds. No clear sign of poison. It's like he just stopped breathing." Davies knelt by the small vent near the floor and sniffed. A light, sweet smell lingered out of place. He made a note. A man dead in a locked room, yet this had to be murder. Davies moved fast. First came the Duchess' porcelain face, Iron Will staying across the hall. She reported hearing nothing. Then the Duke's younger brother, Thomas, well known in London for gambling debts. He claimed he was in the lounge all night. The bartender confirmed it. A rival businessman, who stood to gain millions, offered an alibi that seemed solid. Frustration crept in. Davies returned to 7B. That sweet smell from the vent nagged at him. Old luxury trains had secrets. He asked the conductor for the original plans of the sleeping car. As he unrolled the yellowed paper, his eyes lit up. There it was, a small service door between the compartments, an old feature for staff, long covered and forgotten. Forgotten by almost everyone, except a very careful planner. Now Davies understood how the killer reached the Duke without touching his door. The question was, who? Who knew about the hatch and who had a reason to use it? That evening, in the dining car, Inspector Davies gathered the Duchess, Thomas, and the businessman. The tension was thick enough to cut. "Tonight," Davies said calmly, "a murderer sits in this very car. A murderer who thought they had committed the perfect crime." He dismantled the businessman's alibi. He pressed the Duchess. Her story wavered, then held. Finally, he turned to the brother. "Thomas, you claimed you were in the lounge all night. But you left out the part where you slipped back to your compartment 7A, the one next to your brother's." "The killer never entered the Duke's room," Davies continued. "They didn't need to." He pointed to Thomas. "He did his homework on these old cars. He found the service hatch. Through that hatch, he pumped a colorless gas, a fast-acting poison, with a light, sweet smell. Just enough to stop the Duke's heart, leaving almost no trace. A clever plan, using a secret hidden in plain sight." Thomas went pale. "That's a lie. You can't prove it." "Oh, but it can be proved," Davies replied. In Thomas's compartment, officers found traces of the same chemical detected at the vent in 7B on the edge of the old hatch he opened and carefully sealed again. He would get his inheritance, but he would be spending it from a jail cell. When the train reached the final station, the police were waiting. The case of the death on the Midnight Express was closed. A murder carried out with quiet, clever hatred using a secret, not a weapon. Sometimes the most dangerous secrets aren't the ones people keep, but the ones hidden in the walls around them just waiting for the right person to find them.